Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Today we'll talk about Binge-Watching, and I will start introducing myself. So my name is Ming. I'm 21 years old. I work here on TNT since August, the last year. And so, Bru, can you start introducing yourself for us?
Of course. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bruna. I work here on TALKNTALK as a community manager, and it's always a pleasure being here. I must confess, it's been a while that I don't attend the meetings as a talker. I usually attend as a hostess, so it's really good to be back because this is something I was used to doing, and I want to continue doing this year, so that's why I am here.
Thank you so much. And what about you, Kaique? Who are you? We can't hear you.
Sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay. My name is Kaique. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Minas Gerais, but currently I live in Amazonas. And, well, I'm an engineer. I used to be here in TALK like in 2020, but it's been a while since I stopped coming here. Last week I came in a meeting with Bruna, and now I'm here again.
Very good. That's nice. So, and what about you, Claudia?
Morning, guys. I'm living in Belo Horizonte. I work on a health area as a lab technician. I love pets. I like read books, watch movies, and practice English. It is my hobby, practice English. I love this platform to practice more.
Very good. Thank you so much, Claudia. And what about you, Guilherme?
Hello, my name is Victor Vincenzo. I am 25 years old. I'm a lawyer or attorney. And that's my first week here. I have, I guess, 3 classes, all of them with Bruno. So I studied English when I was a teenager, like 2014. And now that I finished the college, passed the bar test, I wanted to return to English because there's since a while that I stopped.
Yeah, very good. Can you repeat the pronunciation of your name?
My name is Victor Vincenzo.
Okay, so we can call you Victor, right?
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And what about you, Guilherme?
I'm Guilherme, and I am a Brazilian, Distrito Federal, but I was born in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. I have 39 years old and 2 children. Yes.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much for sharing about you. And I think now we can start our conversation about Binge-Watch. So the first question is about how many hours of TV do you watch each week? Like, I watch TV on weekends because during the week for me is really difficult to watch, but sometimes I watch, so I think maybe like 8 hours during the week. But like yesterday, I spent the whole day watching TV. So, and what about you, Guilherme? Let's start with you.
I watch last 1 hour in TV in a week because I prefer play with my kids, read the books, and study. I'm don't like very watch TV. And you,
Very
Kate?
Kiki, go ahead. Yeah, Guilherme, choose you.
Well, I watch around 2 hours a day, I believe, depending on the day. I like soccer very much, so if there's a game, I usually watch, and I also watch TV shows. So, like in general, a TV show has like 45, 50 minutes per episode. So I usually watch at least one episode a day. What about you, Claudia?
Well, I don't spend much time to watching TV. On more in weekends, because in work days I don't have time for it. But in weekends, I think about 2 hours, no more than, because I prefer read on stay doing something different, no only watching movies, television, no.
Yeah.
You, Vincenzo.
Well, maybe 1 hour or two per day, because I do like to watch the news and the resume of sports. So maybe 1 hour or two in a day.
Very good, guys. So let's talk about like streaming, because I think it's something that everyone knows what it is. So I want to know, do you use a digital streaming service for watching TV? Why or why not? If yes, do you pay for it? Like I use some, but sometimes I watch on Telegram, because we are paying for a lot of streamings and we don't have the movies that we want to watch. So sometimes I watch on Telegram. And let's start with you, Victor. Do you use a digital streaming?
Yes, I use some juridic platform, and for those videos they're for not for work, right? I use an app called My Family Cinema. It's kind of illegal, right? But you pay a really nice price to have all the platforms together in just once. So I use this one.
Yeah, I was like searching about this, about like an app that you could share with others, your streaming account. I think this is nice. It's not like illegal, right? But, and what about you, Guilherme?
And I use Netflix and Brazil Parallel. Netflix, I use my father's account, and Brazil Parallel, it's mine. It's only this. And you, Claudia?
I use Netflix too, and I like because I can choose what I wanna watching, né? Because the TV, open TV, I don't like the news, watching about the news, and I don't know, my God, the TV no pay, and no pay TV, and I don't like da sequência, né, do que passa. And so I prefer Netflix on weekends.
Yes, we understood you. That's nice.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Claudia, because I don't like to watch TV and some channels like Global, SBT, things like this, because we are always seeing like accidents, things that are bad and make us feel bad too. So I couldn't agree more. And what about you, Kaique?
Yes, I do watch. I do pay for Netflix, and my wife pays for Global Play. So we see both platforms.
And do you have a favorite one?
Platform or like TV show?
Yeah, platform.
Netflix.
Netflix, yeah, very good. So I think we can skip to the number 8, like talking about shows. What shows keep you glued to the TV screen? Like you can't stop watching this show. So Kaique, let's start with you.
Well, actually, the one that keeps me watching is the one I'm watching at that time. But like looking backward, the one I liked the most was Breaking Bad, the famous TV show. And I remember I couldn't stop watching it. I was a student at the time, so I had time, and I was like binge watching like every day.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've seen many people talking about this TV show, but I never watch it. So, and what about you, Victor?
I think the first show that kept me melting the TV was Band of Brothers. It's a World War series. It's a World War based series, and also Friends. Uh, Be Wife and Kids, Fresh Prince, Breaking Bad. There's a lot of them. So I can list the top of the list.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, Fresh Prince, I think, like for me, is the best one.
That's the better. Okay, Fresh Prince. Okay, Fresh Prince is the best.
Yeah, very good. So, and you, Claudia?
I like Friends. It's amazing. I like a lot. And talk show, and I like watching comedy. Comedy is good too.
And do you have a favorite one, like a favorite TV show or a movie that you are always watching?
I watch many TV shows, and now I try watching the TV talk show in English. So I choose something in English and try watching to
Yeah,
improve my English.
yeah, very good. You said about like comedy, but for me, it's really difficult to watch in English because sometimes I can't understand the jokes that they made.
Yeah,
So,
comedy. I like the movie, comedy movie in Portuguese, no English, because joke in English. Then more the time I can understand. Né?
yeah,
All people laughing, and oh my God, why?
yeah,
But
very good.
comedy in Portuguese.
It doesn't make sense for
Yeah.
us sometimes. That's nice. And what about you, Guilherme?
When I see Netflix, I am with my children, and I see Peppa Pig, Mundo Vita, and cartoons.
So, like, you are obligated to watch this kind of TV show, right?
Yeah, Peppa Pig all the time is the TV.
Very. But do you have a favorite one?
Documentaries.
Very good. That's nice. So, yeah, one that I recommend and I like being watched this weekend was Love is Blind. So like, it's really nice because people, they need to meet each other, just like listening their voices, and they will marry. So that's it. It's really nice. So I recommend this a lot. And Claudia said that she loves to read too. So when she's not like watching TV, she is reading. So if you couldn't watch TV at home, but you had to stay there, what would you do? So let's start with you, Claudia. Read and what else?
What is the question?
Is number 9.
9.
If you couldn't watch TV at home but had to stay there, what would you do?
At home. So, if I couldn't watch TV, I prefer read. If I don't, I think it's read to me. It's the best thing to pass my time, spend my time. I like a lot, and I think that read.
And do you have a favorite book?
I like reading, like Sherlock Holmes, and they like that.
Yeah,
Sherlock
very good.
and the investigation about something you need to discover. It is good for me. I prefer.
Yeah, very good.
Like that.
And what about you, Guilherme?
And I have 2 children and spend very time in play with us. They have 2 and 3 years old, and they play very time. All the time is with me. And this. And you, okay?
Well, I love reading. I think my Kindle is my best friend right now. I've been reading like maybe 4 books a month. And I also like listening to podcasts. I think beyond Netflix and Global Play and this kind of streamers, Spotify is another one that I like very much. So I like to listen to different kinds of podcasts about geography, history, music, sports, and everything.
Very good. And you feel that you read more like on Kindle or like paper book?
No, just I mean, I read a paper book like last month because it was a gift from a friend, but I only buy on Kindle mainly because I'm living right now, like literally in the middle of the rainforest. I'm like in the middle of the forest in a very small town. So if I buy something on the internet, like a book, it takes like a month to get here. So if I buy on Kindle, I get it right away. So I prefer to read on Kindle.
Yeah,
And
very good. Go ahead.
I prefer paper book because I like feel the book and stay with the book in my hand. I prefer. And I like the read Sidney Sheldon and Agatha Christie too. It is my favorite writer. But now I go try use the Kindle and try because paper book to me it is better. But I go try the Kindle. And read on notebook or cell phone. But I think I think it is no the same. You stay the book, paper book. But I go try.
Very good. Kaique, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I agree. Paper book is much like better, but Kindle has several advantages. First of all, the books are cheaper usually than the paper book. And also, if you are trying to learn another language, for example, reading a book in English, and you are in the middle of the book and you don't understand the word, and you just like tap on the screen, and then you can get it translated right away, it's faster. And also the meaning of words, even if you're reading in Portuguese, maybe there's a word you don't understand, you don't have to go to Google. You just click on the word, and then you have the meaning. So, I mean, paper book is better, I agree. But Kindle also has like some advantages.
Kaique, Kindle, it's something free or only pay? You need only pay, or I can use it free too?
I mean, yeah, it works like this. You buy the Kindle, the device, the equipment, and then it's yours. So when you are going to buy a book, you go to the Amazon website, you buy the book on your credit card, and then you download the book on your Kindle using Wi-Fi.
All right.
You have to pay for the book, but the price usually is lower than the price of the paper book. And also there is an option that is you have like a signature on Amazon. There are several books. If you pay for this account, like special account, there are several books for free.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you have like the app, and Kindle is like this. So you can like read the books. So Victor wants to share. So go ahead, Victor.
I totally agree with Kaique. There, like paper books great, but I think the Kindle has some features that are really interesting, and the screen is, there's no problem if you keep looking at the screen for hours because it's settled for this. And you can also, there are some websites that you can download books and put inside your Kindle. I'm not talking about illegal things. Of course, you can download illegally, but I'm talking the books that we don't have at the Amazon store. They are free, but we don't have at the Amazon store. So you can pick those books that are free. For example, I don't know if there's Hamlet inside the. I think there is Hamlet, but of course, if there wasn't Hamlet, you can download the other sites and put inside your book reader.
Yeah, very good then. And thanks for sharing about this. It's really important to know. So, and now I want to know, Victor, if you couldn't watch TV at home but had to stay there, what would you do?
If I couldn't watch TV and stay at home,
Yeah.
probably I would play video game, some video games, or read a book, or I don't know, talk to my mother. I guess that's it.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I think this is something that we're not maybe doing nowadays, like talking to people that live with us. So I think it's important too. And let's go to the next one. I will skip to number 10. So do you like watching TV alone or with your family? So because like this weekend, I tried to watch a movie with my parents, and like it's impossible because my father, like he didn't pay attention and wants to know what is happening. So I want to know about you. Victor, let's start with you.
Yes, really enjoy watching TV with my mother, especially old movies. Like she was a teenager at the 80s, so I really enjoyed the 80s. So like movies like Top Gun. Yeah, now we're going to watch Top Gun Maverick together, so I'm really excited about it. But only thing that I don't like to watch with her is soccer, because she doesn't understand anything of soccer, and she may keep asking questions, and I want to watch the game. I'm really nervous, right? But just soccer. All the other things I like to watch with her and my father too when I go to his house.
Yeah, very nice. And it's really difficult to watch something that the person don't understand because you need to explain a lot of things and you
Yeah.
can't pay attention. Yeah. Very good. And what about you, Guilherme?
I prefer watching TV alone because always when I watch TV, I'm with my children's and always I see Peppa Pig. And you,
Yeah.
Claudia?
I don't like to talk during the movie. So I prefer stay alone because I like pay totally attention in the movie. And sometimes I like go to the cinema alone too because I like pay attention. It's more interesting to me.
Very good. And you, Kaique?
I like watching with my wife because after I watch it, I like having someone to talk about it. Either a movie or a TV show. I like to talk about the episode or about the movie after watching. So I usually watch with my wife.
Very good. That's nice. So some people here prefers to watch alone, some together. So that's nice. I will go back to number 3. So why might staring at a screen before bed affect sleep? So why do you think this happen? Like if you are using your cell phone before going to bed, maybe you will not sleep well. So let's start with you, Kaique.
Well, I'm not a doctor expert, but I think it's something related with like the light of the screen and also the attention, because once you paying attention in like this episode or whatever you see there, maybe you will get so excited and you lose like the calm necessary to sleep well. I think it's something related to that.
Yeah, very good. I think that it's really about these two, but I think could be because of other facts. So let's see about Claudia.
Oh, well,
Is number 3.
sorry.
Why might staring at a screen before bed affect the sleep?
Watching something before.
Yeah, like watching TV or using your cell phone.
So before I go to bed, I prefer listening music. I don't like watching something until I go to bed. I prefer only listening music or audios in Spotify. I think it's keep me calm to sleep. So I don't watch nothing before.
Very good, very good. And I like to listen to music, but like calm music, because if I listen to like electronic, I will not sleep, So
I like calm music, and sometimes I like to the sounds, not nature sounds, like sea, birds, to keep calm and sleep well.
very good, very good. And what about you, Victor?
When I was a kid, I was addicted to TV before the bed, so I couldn't sleep without the TV. Now years passed and I'm great, but I guess it helps people to get sleep. Um, because those days we are so eager, about anxiety, so it makes you calm down a little bit. But I like Claudia. I like to listen to music sometimes, and you with me, but I prefer jazz music firstly.
Yeah, very good. I will say something that maybe you will feel angry, but
No, go ahead.
when I can't sleep, I put Friends on TV.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Good.
It's just because I like Friends. I think it's a nice like TV show, but it makes me sleep. So it's
No,
something.
I watched Friends when I was a kid, so I agree with you. It's I don't know word English, but it's not that funny, right? It's not that funny.
Yeah,
Good
very
companion.
very good. And what about you, Guilherme?
I agree the Kaique said, and I'm sleep is extremely easy. I can sleep in the nightclub very well in this. I I don't have problems and sleep.
Very good. This is really nice. So I think we have time to answer one more, and I will start with Guilherme now. So, does the alert, are you still watching from on-demand providers, encourage viewers to continue watching or stop watching a series? So, like, we can see this alert like on Netflix sometimes. So, what do you think, Guilherme?
I think encourage the stop the uh, the view because I think it's I spend very time in this TV. It's not good for me. And have the pause of the show and relax a little bit.
Yeah.
And you, Vitor?
Well, for me, it's like more energy consumption advice, and but well, you feel a little bit guilty, right? When you see this message, you say, "Oh, my day is not like I want it to be," right? And here all this times watching TV, you feel a little bit guilty. But I think it's most energy consumption stuff. But I agree with you.
Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, sometimes you notice that, oh my God, I spent a lot of time watching TV. I need to do something. So, and what about you, Kaique?
I also agree with you. Um, it, this alert makes me feel guilty and makes me feel like, oh, being here for too long, so you better stop.
Yeah, very good. And you, Claudia, how do you feel about it?
It is a good device, and I think, yes, it is time to stop watching. So, meantime, I think it's interesting. Like when you stay listening something in headphone and device, it's loud, it is very loud. So I think it's interesting. This device, it is available. It's in Paris.
Yeah, very good. So we have like more 3 minutes. So I think we can answer one more. So the number 5. Do you feel guilty after being watching? What do you feel bad about? So Claudia, let's start with you. Do you feel guilty?
Oh, I'm watching TV series, but I don't like watching for much time, like my daughter. My daughter binge watching the same series many episodes. I can't do that because I tired. It is no good for me, so I don't have this problem. I watching, it's good, okay, but I can stop and follow in other time. I know, like my daughter, watch. The weekend pass the one day only watching. To me, it is no work. So I don't have this problem.
Very good, very good. And thanks for sharing. And what about you, Guilherme? Do you feel guilty?
I'm not like, I think it's the waste of time. I do not feel good with this. And you, okay?
Well, I think I don't feel guilty because when I stop to watch some movie or TV show, I mean it. So I prepared myself to have that moment for that reason, like watching TV show or movie. I feel guilty, for example, when I'm studying and I get my cell phone to look at what time is it, and then when I find myself I've been for 20 minutes on Instagram, and like in these situations I feel guilty. But when I prepare myself to watch a movie and I stay there watching, I don't feel guilty.
Yeah, very good, very good. When you like organize your day to spend like a time watching the things that you want, I think you don't feel guilty about it. And what about you, Victor?
Well, it depends. I I am kind of addicted about documentaries about the Second Great War. So if I spend a lot of time watching documentary, I think it's productive, right? There's no problem about it. Or when I watch TV with my mother or dad, I think you will not regret these times, right? We're having good times with our family. So it depends of the situation.
Yeah, very good. And I think like we can learn things like watching TV, like being watching a TV show, or like learning nothing just to relax. I think this is important too. So people are coming back to this room. So let's see how was the conversation on the breakout rooms. So welcome back, everyone. So I want to know from, let me see, Mateus, how was the conversation?
It was a very good conversation. We talked a lot about mainly the third question. We talked about something that happens that is actually sleeping when we are watching something on TV. But as I have said, I think the quality of sleep when we are watching TV and sleep are different from the sleep that there's not so much quality from it's a different quality of sleep than trying to sleep being away from screens for a time, you know. I think that another thing I think other one can you say something about like Edna or Leo or Rosalia?
So, Edna, do you want to add something?
For me, it was very, very good conversations. It's very good when the different opinions and the different point of view. For me, it was very good. It's a pleasure talking to the Mateus, Rosalia, Ricardo, and the Leo. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing. And I want to know about Juliana. And I have a question for you. Like, how was the conversation and what shows keep you glued to the TV screen?
Sorry, what's the question?
Number 8. What
Number-
shows keep you glued to the TV screen?
Honestly, I don't watch much the shows, series, in TV. But I like it. The Ivana Fix My Life. I watch in YouTube sometimes.
Very good, and thanks for sharing. So, and what about you, Victoria?
Okay, it was good, like, but I don't have like some series that I watch on TV or Netflix or YouTube or something. What a stream, you know. I don't have a serial movie or something like that I just watching.